It's been 1 month since I purchased 50% of Kahawa Pride FC, a professional football club based just outside of Nairobi, Kenya. And to be honest, things are not looking so good. We're second from bottom on the table, and I'm just now starting to understand the depths of some of the challenges our players face on and off the field. From food insecurity to poverty and even homelessness, the situation is far more serious than I expected. It's safe to say we have a long road ahead. But the news is not all bad. We do have some positive things to share. And in this video, I will recap the first 8 weeks of match results and performance on the pitch. Then I will dive into the issues we are facing off the field and the real steps we are taking to fix them. And at the very end of this episode, we have a massive surprise for one of our star players. This is the Road to the Kenyan Premier League, episode 2. Let's get into it. First, let's talk about our recent games. It has not been great, and we started off with 1 win, 1 draw, and 6 losses, putting us second to last on the table and at risk of relegation. The matches have been hard fought and close, but offensively, we've been in an absolute drought, only scoring 7 goals across those first 8 matches. The loss of star striker Glenn Kaleem Gathinji is definitely having its impact on the club. He transferred to a second division club, 3K FC, during the offseason, but our younger players are stepping up, developing quickly, and we do expect to be in better form soon. Now, the tough results are due to several factors. First, we just earned our first ever promotion last season, so we jumped from county league to regional league. That is the 6th tier to the 5th tier of professional football, and considering only a handful of the 200 plus county league teams that get promoted each year, the level of play in regional league is significantly higher than what we were seeing in county league. And on top of that, a lot of our players are experiencing issues off the field that affect their ability to train, play, and even things like show up to practice on time. So things are a little bit difficult. Food insecurity, unemployment, and homelessness are common in Nairobi, and unfortunately, these issues are affecting several of our players. After learning about some of these problems, I knew we had to do something about it, so I met with the core members of our organization, and we developed a plan. And you might be wondering how I am able to make an impact living halfway across the world, and it really comes down to the amazing team we have there on the ground. So I want to introduce them really quick. First, we have Daniel Otto. He is Kahawa Pride's technical director and also the newly elected representative for the entire Nairobi East youth football region. He's been here since day one, and he knows everything there is to know about football in Kahawa. Next up is Matthias Olander, who owns the other 50% of the club. He worked closely with Otto to bring the club to life in 2022 and was actually the one who initially got me involved with the club. And lastly, we have Laura Angeli, a content creator, artist, and public figure from Nairobi who has joined our team to help gather content and help us produce documentaries and episodes just like this one. And there are a ton of people that I'm still meeting and a ton of people that help the club run every day, but these are the core people that I'm working with on a daily basis. So after my first meeting with them as club owner, we all agreed on one thing. We need to provide employment opportunities for our players. And if you know anything about Nairobi, you know there is one job that is accessible to anyone and you can pretty much start immediately. A bike rider. If you have a motorbike, you can make money. By giving people rides or helping transport goods, it's a consistent way to earn a living, and we knew that it could provide an opportunity even if we started with just one of our players. Now, all we needed was a motorbike. Otto knew about a bike shop in Githurai, about a half-an-hour drive east of our home pitch in Kahawa West, so we drove out there to meet with the bike shop owner and negotiate a deal. After stopping along the way for some porridge, we arrived around 4 p.m., just enough time to get the bike and bring it back home before dark. Here's a look from outside the shop, positioned next to a local butcher. We arrived and checked out the new bike that we were about to purchase, a beautiful new Boxer motorbike, a very common type of bike seen throughout the streets of Nairobi. After talking with the shop owner, our head coach, Coach Kim, and Otto made sure all the paperwork was good to go. We had to handle the insurance and the ownership title. And after that, we were good to bring it back home. One of Otto's friends, Kade, drove it back. He came to help us transport the bike, and we ended up parking it in this local lot next to a few colorful shops. And that was pretty much it for day one. We got some more porridge, some juice from the local shops, chilled with some of the nearby stray dogs, and then called it a day. The next day was match day against Tina United, a formidable opponent who currently sit 4th on the table. But what our team didn't know is that we had a massive surprise planned right before kickoff. Mapogo, our youth development team, had just finished their match and were gathered around the brand new bike waiting for the surprise to happen, and we even invited Gatau, a very well-known Kenyan influencer, to the surprise event, and he gave some inspirational speeches to Mopogo and even our senior team later on. So the whole thing became kind of one big event. And of course, the bike had to be given to someone, so who did we decide to give it to? Introducing Robert Manyora, a Kahawa Pride legend and the player that we selected to receive this motorbike. The 21-year-old midfielder and club captain has been with the Kahawa Pride program since he was just 8 years old, and he even spent time with Premier League club Tusker FC, signing with their youth program and playing there for 1 year, then also spent time with Alphonse FC in the second division, before finally returning to Kahawa Pride FC when we went through our rebranding phase in 2022. Manyora is the undisputed playmaker of the team and was a key piece in Gathinji's success, our star striker who transferred in the offseason. They were basically like Jordan and Pippen, dominating pretty much every single county league match that they played together in. He's the longest serving active player in our squad, and he has won several awards throughout the years for leadership and performance on and off the field. He's also building a family with a 4-year-old daughter, and he's one of the hardest working and most responsible players on our entire team. For work, he's actually already riding bikes, he's giving people rides, but he has never been able to own his own bike. He's always had to rent every single day, just trying to find a bike just so he can work. It makes it really hard for scheduling and just to have consistent work or a consistent income. But of course, all of that was about to change. Behind the scenes, Otto was helping coordinate the surprise, and we were setting things up for the big reveal. Finally, our entire team exited the locker room, and they were greeted by our entire youth program cheering and clapping around the brand new bike. Earlier that day, we had actually customized it so it looks a little bit different. We added our club colors just for a more personal touch. And at this point, nobody knew who was going to receive the bike. People had ideas, but nobody knew for sure. Right now, everyone just saw the bike and we were waiting for the big announcement. But after a few more words of inspiration from Gatau, it was announced. After putting the helmet and vest on, Manyora gave it a test ride, and just like that, he had a brand new bike with the entire club around him in support of it all. No more renting, no more inconsistent work schedules, just ownership of the bike, his time, and his future. For the first time in a long time, it felt like things were moving forward, and as a club legend and captain of our team, nobody deserved it more than he did. And here's what Manyora had to say about it all.
Gift, yes, I know it feels amazing. How does it feel, and how do you think it's going to change your life?
First of all, I don't know how I'll thank the people involved in this. Deep down, I'm crying. I'm a man, to see tears, it will be so unfair, but deep down, I'm crying and thanking the people who are involved. I think it will change my life, first of all. I will focus in football because I've been struggling a lot. Borrowing. I don't know how to say thank you and how I will say thank you, but deep down, I feel myself, and I thank the people who are involved. Thank you so much.
No more of borrowing.
No more of borrowing, no more of struggling. I'll be attending training on time. I'll just plan my schedule well. And I thank everyone. I'll still thank them until now.
Just like Manyora said, thank you all for watching and supporting this channel. This is just the first step of many that we will take to continue building our club and climbing the ranks of Kenyan football until we reach the Kenyan Premier League. One step at a time, we will make sure that every player in our program, from the men's team to the women's team and even our youth program, have the opportunities to succeed on and off the field. If you want to support the club, the shirt is for sale right now in our store. And big shout out to Vio for being the shirt sponsor for the 2025 season. That's all we got for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in episode 3.